You need to tell me what really happened in here tonight, now.
Fun movie, intense movie. Felt like I was watching a play, which is the magic of having it in one location. It feels like that location is going to blow up.
That's really cool. That's like a great point, actually. Like the single location sort of lending to the like tension, because there's something really tense about not knowing what's going on outside or not seeing everything, every piece of it. You're sort of staying where you feel trapped in a way. Yeah, that's really cool.
And you don't know who's coming through the door next.
You've been all over the world. You could have a shop anywhere you like, and yet you're here.
It doesn't terribly much matter where I am.
So Zoe, tell us about Mabel.
Mabel is, so the film is about an expert tailor played by Mark Rylance who has to outwit a group of very dangerous mobsters in order to survive one very fateful night. I play the receptionist of the shop that Mark Rylance owns, and she and him have a very father-daughter-like relationship, and though they haven't spoken about it, share similar losses and experiences in their lives and have a really special unspoken bond. My character's she's always watching, she's constantly observing, and I think she's not maybe what she appears to be, like everybody in the movie.
I do not need you telling me who to date.
I didn't mean it like that.
You meant it like, I saw you smiling at Richie Boyle earlier, and now I'm petrified that you're running with a bad.
Yeah, so Richie is sort of the son of the mob boss who kind of runs the town. You know, he's the head honcho, and like Richie's sort of like, you know, the heir to the throne a bit. So he kind of like, you know, he's sort of like second in command, feels like he runs the foot soldiers, sort of like that's his job. But he's sort of like displaced in a way by this street cat that they sort of like, you know, adopted into the family, who's just like much more equipped to, you know, step into that role than he is. And he just sort of desperately seeks his father's approval and sort of desperately seeks everyone's respect because he knows that he like doesn't have it.
I'll tell you what, just wait for my pops to get here, you know? Then we can all listen to the tape together.
We don't have time.
What's the big rush?
So tell me about putting the fedora on for the first time, the outfit.
I'm giving context what Huntsman is. Leonard, Mark Rylance's character, Leonard, he opens a shop in Chicago. He used to be a cutter, which is what we know as a tailor, on Savile Row, which is a very famous street in London, at a store called Huntsman. Huntsman actually exists, and it's the most famous, most well-respected place to get a custom suit at. People, you know, royalty, the most like fancy, famous people in the world
Posh,
for
very posh
years have gotten their suits made there. You know, you walk around the shop and you see like the sketches of people's like measurements and stuff, like Katharine Hepburn and, you know, the craziest people. Anyway, we got to go there, talk to the head cutters, that's what they're called, and they made Dylan a custom suit. I mean, the suit cost twice as much as what we made, more than that, on combined on the movie, but more than that, just so beautifully, meticulously made. You know, we're so used to fast fashion, and to see someone put so much love and care and time into it, it was so amazing.
This isn't art. This is a craft. You cannot make something good until you understand the customer.
What about the dialect? Where did you said you had that gangster thing going on? How do you find
I just made it up, kind of. I made it up, and then
You worked for the dialect.
You know, Katie DeVore,
yes,
is please her name is, and I've actually worked with her since too. Johnny was working with her, and he was like raving about her, and she is great. I was sort of at that point like weird about like I didn't want like to get fucked up or anything like in my. So then I had a session with Katie at one point, and she was actually like so helpful because I wanted to like bounce it off somebody who knows what they're talking about and see if they go like, whoa, don't do that, you know, or like if they're just like, this is totally in the wheelhouse. And she was super helpful in giving me like that sort of last vote of confidence to go in with it. But I don't know, Richie definitely has, I feel like out of all the characters, he has the room to kind of like play with it a lot because he's
like putting on so much of
such a show.
He's very performative.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm gonna need that tape, pal, right now.
Why don't you try and take it?
Gentlemen,
It's gonna be a long night.
Sew him up.
what? I can't.
So, Dylan, I have to ask, the last time we talked, you said you'd be up for a Teen Wolf reunion. What happened? You're not part of it.
Did I say that?
Yes.
I said I'd be up for it.
Yes.
Let's hang on a sec, because a reunion is a meeting. Let's define reunion here.
Right. Well, of course.
Meeting of people. It's a rejoining of people and a celebration of the past. I am still up for that. Anytime. You name the place.
Why not be in this filmed, scripted reunion?
That was like a difficult decision. Obviously, a lot went into it. The show like couldn't be more dear to me. It was my first thing I ever did. And so many people there are like extremely dear to me. So obviously it was something I was, trying to make work. It all happened very fast, and we didn't really know that it was happening. And I wish them well. I'm going to watch the first night it comes out. I hope it fucking kicks ass. But I'm not going to be in it.
4.
What's it take, Francis?
3.
I'm telling you the truth.
You want to survive the night?